Welcome to A Novel Idea Unveiled for the 2026 selection. This is our 23rd annual A Novel Idea Unveiled. Which makes me feel very old because I've been to all of them. Tonight we have the ever popular trivia contest. We'll unveil the 2026 A Novel Idea selections, and we'll have this year's novel idea books available for checkout. And we also have books for purchase from Paulina Springs Books, and they're right over at the desk over there. Just in time for the holidays, you can buy some extra novel idea books for friends and loved ones. I'd like to take a special shout out to Fresco and Fried for their delicious appetizers this evening, and Sips, oh yes, thank you. And Sips Cocktail Catering for our beverages. Yes, thank you. Make sure to continue to enjoy food and beverages after tonight's announcements. And I'd like to thank our American Sign Language translator, Charlotte Patterson, for being with us here tonight. A Novel Idea has been sponsored by the Deschutes Public Library Foundation for 23 years, and we greatly appreciate the hard work of our foundation board members, who find the sponsors and donors to pay for many aspects of a novel idea. So thank you, Foundation. Their support has made it possible to keep A Novel Idea free and accessible to all people throughout Deschutes County. The Roundhouse Foundation generously granted the library a 3-year pledge of $10,000 per year to continue to expand the A Novel Idea outreach within our communities. We greatly appreciate the Roundhouse Foundation and our other sponsors for their generosity and partnerships. Thank you. And I'd really like to recognize our dedicated library staff and volunteers who keep this amazing event running. And to the hundreds of presenters, partners, readers, and sponsors who have supported our efforts during the last 23 years. Thank you all. So, what is the process of deciding our adult selection? Every spring, we gather together members from across Deschutes County to read and recommend books to the Novel Idea Advisory Committee. This year's wonderful community readers are Christine Bell, Paige Bentley Flannery, Kayla Duncan, Liz Goodrich, Jess Kuhlman, Amanda Page, Jordan Portier, Chase Reynolds, Becca Reynolds, and Dion Stonehouse. Thank you all. This is like a very detailed process, because then we filter down to the next step, where we have a new set of readers that finish that work. They're provided an ample list of books from the Novel Idea Advisory Committee, and then they read and select the top 3. And I have the honor of choosing the final selection. And this year's Novel Idea Advisory Committee was comprised of Jake Adjatucci, Casey Clemens, Joel Clements, Liz Goodrich, Lucy Hoburn, Paige Bentley Flannery, Becca Reynolds, Jessica Lauren Smith, and Levon Medlock. So thank you all. I just want to highlight, we talk about that, but it is amazing the number of books it takes to read that. I am not on this committee because I cannot read that many books. So thank you, it's an amazing job. Once the adult book is selected, then the youth team begins reading to find a good pairing to the adult selection. The following readers for this year's youth selection are Paige Bentley Flannery. And if you haven't noticed, she's on all the committees and she reads. Yes. If you need any book ideas, talk to Paige. Sheila Greer, Josie Hanneman, Diana Hernandez, Aaron Hale, Megan Hopkins Looney, Elsa Hager, Andrea Lentz, and Chandler Van Einsbergen. So thank you all. And special thanks to more than 140 book clubs that year after year include the novel idea book in their schedule and continue to celebrate and read novel idea books. Any book clubs here? All right, thank you. Now, what you've all been waiting for, revealing the 23rd annual Novel Idea Adult and Youth Selections and messages from both of the authors. Tonight we have Lucy and Dan Hilburn, who will do the honors of revealing our 2026 Novel Idea books. Drumroll, please. Good to see you, Dan. Thank you. Every year, I'm amazed that works. Okay, so about the books. Hope in the Valley is a middle grade novel exploring grief, friendship, family, and growing up in a community facing a housing crisis. 12-year-old Indian American Pandita Paul doesn't like change. She's not ready to start middle school and leave the comforts of childhood behind. Most of all, Pandita doesn't want to feel like she's leaving her mother, who died a few years ago, behind. The town announces that a majestic mansion across the street from Pandita's house will be bulldozed in favor of a new, maybe affordable housing. With her family on opposing sides of the issue, Pandita must find her voice in order to give her community hope. About the author. Mitali Perkins has written many books for young readers, all of which explore crossing different kinds of borders. Her goal is to make readers laugh or cry, preferably both, as long as their hearts are widening. She lives and writes in the East Bay. Let's hear from Mitali.
Hello, Bend, Oregon. Greetings from the San Francisco Bay Area. I'm so looking forward to meeting you in person, and I'm so thrilled and honored that Hope in the Valley was chosen for a novel idea. When you read the book, maybe you'll notice there are poems in the book. I wrote those poems when I was 10 or 11 years old. So it was written by old Mitali and by young Mitali. I hope you enjoy it, and I can't wait to be with you. Thanks again for this honor to Deschutes Public Library.
Okay, Supersonic charts the rise of a boomtown city in the American West where ambition outpaces memory. In the present day, PTA president Sammy Hasegawa Stallworth is determined to rename her daughter's elementary school after her late grandmother, a beloved music teacher and Japanese internment survivor. What begins as a symbolic family gesture spirals into a kaleidoscopic, multi-generational story of struggle for and against change and over who gets to define the future. Thomas Konstram was born and raised in Seattle. He lives in the same house he grew up in, now with his wife and 2 children. A freelance writer for more than 20 years, he's been a Spanish and Portuguese translator, travel writer, video and animation producer, and has covered subjects ranging from rainforest conservation to quantum computing to backcountry skiing. Supersonic is his 3rd book. Now let's hear from Thomas.
Hey, my name is Thomas Konstam, and I'm beyond honored to have my novel Supersonic honored as the novel idea pick for 2026. I just want to say a big thank you.
Sorry, I only asked for one thing here, and it doesn't get. Can somebody help me out here? Somebody? Please? Can you help me? Thank you.
Don't blame the IT guy. That was planned. Wow, I am beyond honored to be up here tonight. I don't have any prepared remarks or anything, but so when I heard that my book Supersonic was going to be the novel idea pick, I realized, the very first place that I lived when I graduated college, I'm from Seattle. The only other place that I've lived in the Pacific Northwest is Bend, Oregon. I moved here in 1998 after finishing undergrad in Maine. And I had this idea that maybe I would become a writer at some point, and was working as a ticket taker at Mount Bachelor, primarily on the Outback and Northwest lifts. Super fun. And I actually sold, and I know this sounds like a BS story, but this is 100% true. I sold my very first writing project, which was a phrase book to anybody remember Lonely Planet guidebooks? I sold that on a public computer in this very building. Yeah. So thank you to libraries for providing so many services, including helping my broke ass who did not have any other way to get online at that point. But it was very meaningful for me to have my book selected for this. Thank you to everyone. When I was arriving at the airport today, it was emotional to think that whole path from this being the first place that I lived and seeing friends get real jobs, heading places in their careers. And I was working at not that the mountain isn't a real job. I kind of wish that I still had that job at certain times. But we still have time this winter. I'm an optimist. So, and Bachelor gets good springs always, right? So, it was very, very meaningful to me I've been back as recently as this summer, and my family and I did the pet parade on 4th of July, which was very cool. So Bend is very near and dear to my heart. Deschutes County, I should say, is very near and dear to my heart. The entire region is spectacular. But coming back all these years later and thinking maybe it wasn't such a terrible decision to try to become a writer. Sometimes things work out in positive ways, and it means the world to me. And I don't say this as an exaggeration, that having something that I've written honored this way in Bend, in Deschutes County, is as meaningful to me as if it were in New York or LA. This place is very special. And while the book, it never says in the book, I'm maybe getting ahead of myself and giving away too many things, but it never says the name of the city in the book. And I'm from Seattle, and you will see a number of things in there that are somewhat specific to that city. But one of the reasons that I didn't name it throughout is I wanted to treat it with a little bit of distance, because it's really much more about the creation of a place in the Pacific Northwest, a creation of a place in the Western United States, and a boomtown, rapidly growing and contracting city. And I hope that there are things in this book and in the treatment of trying to understand all of the layers of complexity that go into the creation of a place that you can all see here in Bend, or in Portland, or in Eugene, or Redmond, or wherever. And I hope that it's meaningful to everyone here. And I will be back in the spring, and I hope to be as involved and engaged in this event as I can be. They say that reading is declining nationally, globally. Well, maybe perhaps, but it strikes me that the people who are into reading are really into reading. People who are into books really love books. And it's just, this event is fantastic. And I just hope to, put into it what everybody in the Deschutes County Library System has put into it what all the readers, educators, librarians, everybody has put into it, and I hope it is even as a fraction as meaningful to you as it is to me. So thank you all very much. I'm very excited about this.
Thank you, Thomas. My apologies to Seattle for my gross generalization of what it looks like to be from Seattle. I do quickly want to say this is one of my favorite events of the year. This is my last one, so I want to thank you all for so many years. Yes, thank you. Okay, don't embarrass me now. That's it. Thank you. I would hold that applause. I still have 9 more months of work to do, and I have plenty of mistakes to make, so you might want to hold off on that. And especially thanks to all the staff across the library district, especially our event staff, Liz Goodrich, Chantal Strobel, everybody else. I'm not going to name everybody, because this is an amazing event. I just got an email from the Los Angeles Public Library and the Seattle Public Library are trying to join together for an event like this. And they were very excited because they had 1,500 people do it last year. And we have like 5 times that number of people every year doing it in this little area. So it's a testament to all of our staff and all of you. Thank you so much for making this such an important event. Last thoughts, if you're eager to purchase a novel idea books as a holiday gift for yourself or your loved one, don't forget Paulina Springs right over here. Also, you can check out copies in person here. Oh, there you go. Or online. There you go. You've already downloaded one. Also, so we have them in the lobby tonight. Remember to check out our Future Libraries page on the website to learn more about our projects. And happy reading. Safe travels home. Thank you.